Okay, I just wanted to very quickly introduce just kind of how to get through the work in this course, and you have a few options. But first, I just kind of want to give you my basic information. So if you want to follow me on Instagram, where I'll share a variety of things, it's Prof. J.M. Leggett. And then it would be helpful if you could subscribe to my YouTube channel, where the lectures will be housed and there's additional materials there. And I've included that information here, and it will be also in the text box of this YouTube video. So I have a course website that I've taken a lot of time and trouble to build. And most students, after they get through it, like the end of the semester, they tend to like it. At first, it can be a little bit frustrating because it's new for you, and it's a little bit different than the structure of Blackboard, but I think it's a lot simpler. You can note the website there, but I've also included it in an email sent to you through the Blackboard announcements. The main thing for me is that I have full control over the website, whereas I have very little control over Blackboard. The other things that you should know about is you don't need an account to follow this website. You can see it on your phone. It's actually designed to be viewed on a phone. You don't need to sign in. It's linear, so all you have to do is scroll down. Everything's on one place, or it will open up a hyperlink and take you to the page you need to be on. You can access every assignment through this website. All the links are clickable. And if you want, I mean, you can use both, right? You could use this website and you could go to Blackboard. I've broken each of these sections down into PDFs based on my recommendation of how to get it done per week, or one large PDF. So I think, it's up to you. Everybody has their own preference. Some people still think Facebook is cool. So, you do you. This is why I kind of dislike Blackboard, is that there's, multiple different places that you have to go. It can be very confusing. And then I want to highlight, it says courses where I am an instructor. So I don't see what you see. And that's another kind of problem, I think. But for those of you who, insist that you like Blackboard, good for you, right? So moving from left to right, upper left to right, this is, the main page that I see, my courses. You'll see in the announcements, that's what I tend to use the most because it allegedly goes directly to your email. Let's say you want to do 1 week at a time, then you see week 1, there's the document, you download the document, and then now you have that. If that's good for you, it's in a PDF. You can then go to the right, and then you've got your course content broken down by week. Moving over now down and to the left, you'll see course information where I have the syllabus outline there. So that's everything in one document if you just want to kind of work through it on your own. And you don't need to break things down by week, especially for those students who like to get ahead. This is, what you might do. For students who get behind, this also might be helpful for you. You'll have to let me know. And then also there's the course website, so you can always access the website if you get sick of trying to log into Blackboard and managing the 50 boxes that it wants you to go through. If you look at the black box with the white text, I'm primarily going to use the course information, course content, and then the grade book. I'll tell you right now, I really dislike the grade book. It's very difficult to use for instructors. I will try to do my best with it, but be patient. I guess that's all I have to say about it. It's a nightmare to try to use. I don't believe in multiple choice tests, so I'm not going to give you any multiple choice tests on there. I also think discussion boards are a waste of time, and I've given up on trying to do group work through Blackboard. I also will not use the Blackboard virtual session tool because this is an asynchronous class. So this was assigned as a class that does not have a weekly time. If you don't like that, don't shoot me. I'm just the messenger here. Kingsborough decides what classes are going to meet weekly and which ones are called asynchronous, which means you work on your own time. I don't really have much input there. This class was assigned to me as asynchronous. Just kind of getting into the work itself. So if you just think about week 1, if you clicked the box in Blackboard, then this is what you'd see, right? You'd have to scroll down to see the rest of it in Blackboard. But you'll see I have clickable hyperlinks there. I ask you some questions to think about for this course, and then you start completing the assignments. At some point, you'll click a link that says watch the videos. You'll go to a page and it'll have, I think, 5 videos on it that I want you to watch. And you'll notice that that's the same as the course website. So you can get to the same place either way. And again, just going back to course information, this is where that information is housed. If you wanted to do it just one time, or you can go to the week by week process if that's easier for you. Then, I've also provided something new based on feedback from students last semester. Is I understand it can be confusing to manage your time, so I want to help you as much as possible. These are suggested due dates. I'm not going to punish you if you don't meet these due dates. The exceptions being the obvious ones: the rough draft of the paper, the midterm exam, the final exam, and the final paper. Obviously, I need those to be on time. I can always work with you. So I'm going to say that again. I can always work with you. I'm going to say it one more time. Third time makes it right? So I can always work with you. There's lots of different options that we can work on if something happens or if you fall behind. I'm not here to punish you. I'm not interested in that. And maybe it's because I have a law degree. I'm not interested in whatever value some folks see in, harming students for that reason. So I'm just trying to make it clear to you that I really want the work. And so what you'll see here is on the left-hand order, I've put suggested order, right? This is what makes sense to me, and this is how I loaded it up on the website. A1, A2, A3, those refer to the assignments. You'll see those are only 5%, and there's 6 of them. Obviously, if you get 6 out of 6, I'm going to give you all 5% of your assignment grade. So that would be an A for assignments. If you don't complete all the assignments, then I'll give you the percentage. So 5 out of 6, 4 out of 6, etc. So you might say, well, what are these other things? They're things I want you to complete. I think they will help you, and I think they will improve your grade. But you don't necessarily, I'm not going to punish you for not doing it. I will give you extra credit. I will give you extra credit for doing it, however. The next thing is we're going to have mandatory Zooms just for these, one of these 3 sessions. I'll send out the URL links for that, and you can kind of let me know which one you can make. If you can't make it, we can schedule a separate time. I apologize for the dog in the back. That's Jack. So the next kind of things you need to think about are the midterm exam. That's going to be on January 22nd. I'll put the grades up by January 24th, assuming that you get it done on time. And then if you've fallen back, I want a rough draft by February 1st, but I need you to contact me if you're having trouble with that, and so that we're ahead of the curve. Here are your learning outcomes. I just wanted to make clear that there are 2 sets, right? Because if you're a criminal justice student, you have one learning outcome. If you're a liberal arts student, you have a different learning outcome. So I'll be grading you based on your learning outcome. And then if you need to talk to me, please email me at one of these 2 addresses. We can video chat. Please put your video on for security reasons and plagiarism to make sure it's you. It's helpful to have your video on. If for some reason, other than having a bad hair day, I always have a bad hair day, so I don't find that to be a good excuse. But I'd like to see you and make sure it's you. I'm also available to advise you, let you know about law school, about transferring to John Jay, or any other number of issues. So please do let me know, and please do contact me.